It's the most wonderful time of the year. With the grasshoppers chirping and caribou burping when rainbows are near. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Oh, hi, Chris.
Oh.
Boy, you are underdressed.
What do you mean, May? It's pretty warm out here. I mean, I feel fine, but you look like you might be getting hot under all those clothes. You're sweating a lot.
First of all, I'm not sweating. I'm glistening with Christmas cheer.
But it's summer. Kids, we filmed this months ago. As I said, it's summer.
Well, if it's not time to celebrate Christmas, then why are you on a Christmas tree farm?
Oh, you're right. This is a Christmas tree farm in November and December, but the other 10 months of the year, it's my Uncle Wolfgang's bubblegum and balloon testing facility and axe throwing emporium. Oh, hi, Uncle Wolfgang.
Hello, Christoph. Uh-oh.
So you're a little early to chop down a Christmas tree.
But I'm ready for Christmas now. Why are you laughing?
Well, it's just kind of funny because waiting is a big part of the Christmas story in the first place.
What do you mean?
Watch this.
God's story. Jesus is born. So part of God's story is about how he sent his son, Jesus, to be born. And it goes like this. Remember when God created a perfect garden? He also created a perfect family, Adam and Eve, to live in the garden with him forever. All they had to do was trust God. Then they would live with him forever in a perfect world where nothing bad happened, ever. Unfortunately, Adam and Eve stopped trusting God, so they disobeyed him. That's when all the wrong things in the world began. The worst part was they were separated from God because God is perfect and can't be around anything wrong. But God came up with a plan to rescue us from all the wrong things in the world. That way, he could be close to us again. For hundreds of years, God planned this rescue. He built a special family for the rescuer to be born into. He told prophets how to recognize the rescuer when he came. Prophets hear from God and then share it. God's family was so excited. And finally, it was time. God was ready to send his very own son, Jesus, to be with us on earth. Of course, he could have sent Jesus as a warrior or a superhero, but he didn't. He sent him the same way we all get here, as a baby. Now, that might not sound strange at first, but to a young woman named Mary, it was a huge surprise. God actually sent an angel to tell her that she was going to have a baby named Jesus. Mary was terrified, but she said, "I serve the Lord. May it happen to me just as you said it would." Basically, Mary wanted what God wanted. Anyway, the news about Mary's baby also came as a big surprise to a man named Joseph. Mary was going to be his wife, and now she was going to have a baby, but Joseph wasn't the father. So an angel came to him in a dream. He said, "Don't be afraid to take Mary home to be your wife. She will give birth to a son, and you are to name him Jesus, for he will save his people from their sins." After hearing that, Joseph obeyed. A bit later, the king told people to go to their hometown to be counted. That was something that happened every once in a while. Joseph was from a little town called Bethlehem, so that's where he and Mary went. When they got there, Mary and Joseph couldn't find a place to stay. With nowhere else to go, they spent the night in a place where animals were kept. And that very night, Jesus was born. Mary laid him in a manger, which is where animals eat. Here was the King of Heaven, the perfect rescuer, born with animals and sleeping in a dirty feeding dish, because nobody would make room for him. Kids, have you ever felt like nobody wanted you around? Well, that quiet, lonely moment was the moment God's whole family had been waiting for. So God did something special. He sent angels to some shepherds who were taking care of their sheep nearby. The angels said, "Today your Savior is born in the city of David. He is Christ the Lord. This will be a sign for you. You will find a baby wrapped in strips of cloth and lying in a manger." The shepherds went to find Jesus right away. They told others the news. The rescuer is here, and he is sleeping in a manger. Everybody who heard their story was amazed. This is what they had been waiting for. It just happened in a way that wasn't expected. Even though people had stopped trusting God, He loved them and us. He wants to be with us so much that He sent His very own Son to earth to live as a man. In fact, one of the names God called Jesus was Emmanuel, which means God with us. Through this tiny baby, God was close to His people again. And that's the story of when Jesus was born. But here's a quick version of what happened after Jesus was born. A star appeared in the sky. Magi followed it and worshiped Jesus. Jesus grew up. He never did anything wrong. He showed us what it looks like to follow God and love like God. Then He took the punishment for everything we've done wrong. Now we can all be close to God again. And that's a part of God's story.
Whoa! Wow. Mine is called peach kerplot.
I think mine's called pork tongue.
Ooh! Wow!
I'm going to the Olympics! Yours is like a New York cheese pizza, May.
I think this bubblegum is thoroughly stretched.
I think so, too. So, what do you think?
Fascinating. I didn't know bubblegum could stretch so much.
Okay, but I was really wondering what you thought of the story.
Frankly, I don't know how they waited so long. I have a hard time waiting for my toast to pop up from the toaster.
Did someone say pop?
Sorry, Uncle Wolfgang. I get it. But I bet if you think about it, you can think of a time when you had to be patient.
Nothing's coming to mind. Nope.
Well, maybe it would help to imagine being patient. There's another character in the Christmas story who had to be patient and wait for Jesus to be born. His mom. Her name was Mary. Now, there are no words in this story, just music, but try to imagine what Mary might have been thinking and feeling while she waited for Jesus to be born. So, could you imagine how Mary might have felt?
Yeah, kind of. I bet she was nervous and happy and scared and excited and maybe all at the same time.
I bet you're right. I love that story.
What I really love is that story actually happened.
And what I really love is that you can read more of the real story of Mary and Joseph in the books of Matthew and Luke in the Bible.
And what I love is Mad Libs. Watch this. Chris? Where'd he go?
He's okay.
Oh, thanks, Uncle Wolfgang.
Mad Libs, Christmas Carol Edition. This is Alex. He's a beatboxer. This is Mike. He's a singer, like a professional one. And I'm Hannah, actress, singer, all around, huge fan of Christmas. So you know how a Mad Libs works, right?
Yeah.
You take the keywords of a regular song and then you fill them with like nonsense words.
Yeah.
Okay,
Easy.
okay.
We're gonna do that with a Christmas song.
That's awesome! I can't wait to hear you sing.
I thought you were singing.
What?
Let's go.
Let's go.
So we went to our local children's theater to find some super creative kids with a sense of humor. The people there were super friendly, and the kids were waiting for us.
Hey guys! Did you know who the Mad Libs is? Awesome! Oh wait, just one more thing. Mike, you actually can't be in here. I know, but it's a surprise. So I need an adjective.
Sparkly, soft, clear,
What else? What else? What else?
shiny, crunchy, squishy,
A verb.
jumping.
Okay, I need a place. Here.
McDonald's,
McDonald's.
the Empire State Building, Imagine Dragons,
Who can make up a word?
blaga 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 blaga,
First name.
Gisela.
Uber driver. This is amazing, guys. Who's ready? Yeah! Let's go. We're gonna hear what we made.
So I finally get to tell you what the song is. Mike is gonna come and perform Silent Night for us right now. Can you believe that? So let's give it up for our friend Mike.
Sparkly night, cute night, all is soft, all is stinky, round yon shiny grandma and child, holy infant so dark and mild. Jumpin' sticky McDonald's. Jumpin' sticky McDonald's. Gold night. Crunchy night. Dragons quake at the Fox. Glory stream from the Empire State Building afar. Squishy hosting blaga blaga. Gisela, the Uber driver, is born. Gisela, the Uber driver, is
That was great! Let's make our own Mad Lib.
Okay.
Give me an animal.
Oh, I didn't bring my pet parakeet Mutt with me. Huh.
I meant the name of an animal.
Oh, anteater.
Great. And now a descriptive word and a food.
Gassy. And fried broccoli.
Interesting choice. And finally, a style of music.
Rock and roll.
Okay, your Mad Lib says, the gassy anteater ate fried broccoli while he played rock and roll. Do you have a Mad Lib for me?
But of course, give me a word that means strong.
In honor of my favorite beverage, my tea.
Okay, and a powerful job.
How about king?
Perfect. Okay. We're about to hear a song about Jesus called Mighty King. Hit it and Merry Christmas. Woo. Oh, 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 oh. was born. Good job. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it was a long, long time ago when God decided He would show us just how much He loves us over and over again. Oh, it wasn't what you might suppose. No big announcement, fancy throne to show the world the King would come to save them. No. Oh, 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 oh. The mighty King was born. Good job. We start with an angel in Mary's heart to imagine how scary it might have been, but she listened and she said, I'll trust. And then there's a star that appears in the night to the shepherds and magi alike, and they follow from near and far to find Him. Here we go. Oh, 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 oh. Baby King was born. Oh, 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 mighty King was born. Oh, there's more to the story, you know. The glorious part isn't only that He's born, it's that He's coming back again, and there'll be